Scalia. This project is so important, not only because of the project itself, but it's a symbol of what new suburbia must be. The future of Long Island requires us to maintain 90% of the way it is now. 90% of Nassau County should stay exactly the way it is, with its single-family homes and its parks and open spaces and waterfronts. 90% of Nassau County should remain untouched. But 10% of Nassau County must be reimagined in a way that will expand our tax base, that will attract young people to live here, and will make the quality of life here even better than it's been before. Charles said years ago, and I've used it ever since, without giving him credit, except for he's here now, is that we have to stop playing defense. Stop trying to look back to what it was like in the 50s and 60s and trying to hang on to yesterday, and start playing offense. Start thinking about how can we make the place even better than it's ever been before? How can it be a model for other suburban communities to follow in the future? Nassau County has stopped growing. Even comparing us to neighboring Suffolk County, in the past decade, we've only had 2.5 million square feet of new construction, commercial construction, 2.5 million square feet. Suffolk County has had 12.8 million square feet of new commercial construction. They've had twice as many housing starts. Now, we don't want growth just for growth's sake. We don't need more 7-Elevens and Burger Kings or other fast food stores or big box stores. We need smart growth that makes sense, that improves our quality of life, expands our tax base, and attracts young people here.
Our state and our nation are still enduring a great recession at this particular time, and my number one priority is to keep New Yorkers working and to bring new employment to 800,000 New Yorkers that have lost their jobs in this crisis. But even as we struggle to sift through this seemingly unending veil of financial and credit problems, we have to look to the future. We have to think about the entrepreneurship and innovation economy that we can become a part of if we learn to lower the cost of doing business. So we are going to have to cap our spending as a government in Albany. We're going to have to cap our property taxes for those new employees we want to move into this area. We are going to have to control the amount of money that we spend on pensions as much as we want to. It is overtaxing our economies in years to come. And we're also going to have to lower the cost of doing businesses through taxes. So these are the important and effective ways that we can help business. And this is why I am committed to fight for this. But at the same time, we're going to have to make targeted investments in strategic industries that will help to grow our economy and create a greater workforce. We're going to have sustainable economic development that not only keeps jobs, but creates new jobs. And that's what we're doing here today. The Lighthouse Corporation is embarking on what is probably the most significant economic development initiative to see Long Island in a very long period of time. It is clear that Charles Wang and Scott Reckler have a transformative proposal that centers around building, modernizing the home of our great New York Islanders. When this project is completed, it will yield housing and hotels, it will yield retail and office space, athletic and entertainment facilities. And this $4 billion investment will create 75,000 construction jobs in its making and 19,000 jobs that will be permanent when it's completed.
We're going to stay our course. We're committed to making this thing happen. It's not just, and we always say, the future, our children, the future. Well, our children's more than the future. They're really our hope, too. And this is why it's so important that we all work together to make this thing real.
We are very, very excited to move this process forward. On July 7th, we adopted the developer's draft environmental impact statement, and as the governor just mentioned, on August 4th at the John Cranford Adams Playhouse at Hofstra University, and I want to thank Hofstra for hosting us. It's a much larger venue than Town Hall, and so we will be able to accommodate many more folks who are very interested in weighing in on this issue. That town board meeting will begin at 9:30, and we expect to be there all day listening to questions, comments, concerns, everything that is on our residents' minds.
You know, I hope someone will take photos of the area that we're actually standing on. Every time that I was in one of the higher-rise buildings and looking over here and just saw a parking lot, the future of Nassau County. Tom Suozzi has always said we have to think outside the box. Well, Charles Wang and Scott Reckler are doing that. But the important thing is there's going to be workforce housing. They're going to be jobs. And it's going to be a place that will